What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 119 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
Hello, everybody. I am exhausted once again.
I feel like our gimmick is we're always tired.
Yeah.
Listen, it's making great content for you all to enjoy is tiring work.
This will be what, episode like 11 that I'm like at this moment there's like 11 episodes that aren't online right now that I have just chilling.
Basically. Making YouTube videos is tiring work, but let's not sleep on this nitro. Let's run the show.
Yeah, especially this first opening pre-show match. This will
but J-Mac's opening pre-show match was a real barn burner.
Look, there's no way that's the worst one. All right? There's no way.
Terrible wrestling. Dave Taylor defeated Riggs with a butterfly suplex.
There's no way that's the worst one.
I think it's going to be the worst one.
No, maybe it might be the first one.
And a pre-show bout that subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Rick Steiner defeated Mr. Cat Miller with a flying bulldog.
Rick Steiner sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Not very good.
No, he's not. And then a pre-show bout that had terrible wrestling and knocks the crowd heat. Prince Iaukea defeated Chef Psychosis, Christopher Daniels, and Drago when he defeated Chef Psychosis with a top rope DDT. So, good cruiserweight action. And then our pre-show main event. Mike Awesome defeated Just Incredible in 9:27 with the Awesome Bomb. During the match, Disco Inferno distracted Credible.
Okay. All right. What's going on right here?
And then after the match, they have a dance-off to celebrate.
They have a dance-off.
A disco battle. And we start the show off. Sylvester Stallone, the Rocky theme hits. He comes on the ring in his finest suit in front of the people in Canada, because we're emanating from Canada today, and he says, "Last week, Sylvester Stallone got called out by Hulk Hogan. You know, Hogan, it's about damn time." I'm going to cut right down to the chase. My answer is yes. I will see you at Starrcade, and I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to show exactly why you don't deserve to be Hollywood, Hulk Hogan. You deserve to be nothing. I am Sylvester Stallone, and you know what? These people are sick of your shenanigans. These people are sick of you running amok in WCW. People want to see good wrestling, and I'm going to give it to them at Starrcade when I knock you out and beat you and prove why I'm not just some celebrity. And Hulk Hogan's music hits, and he goes, "Stallone, you got a lot of nerve showing up here after I called you out. You cost me the world championship, brother. So I'm going to cost you everything. Your acting career, your wrestling career, it's going to be over. You know what? After I beat you, maybe I'll be the lead in the next Rocky movie. Maybe I'll be the next Rambo. One thing's for sure, the one thing I will not be is a loser. Stallone, you're going to be a loser because I'm going to beat you down and prove why I am a wrestler and why you are nothing but a Hollywood prima donna who needs to get his makeup and his hair checked before every stunt that your stunt double does. Here in wrestling, it's real, and I'm going to give you a real beating." And Stallone says, "You know what, Hulk, why wait till Starrcade?" And he starts taking off his suit, and Hulk Hogan's like, "You know what? Yeah, why wait till Starrcade?" And he rips off his shirt, throws his sunglasses down. The Canadian crowd pops hard, and then Hogan goes, "We fight on my terms," and he rolls out of the ring and says, "I'll see you at Starrcade." And he walks to the back.
Okay. Hype for these two. Not hype for this.
So, and the another qualifier for the Money in the Bank on a pole match, Kurt Hennig defeated Brutus Booty Cake with a Hennig Flex. Nothing more to say there.
Yeah,
Kurt
really.
Hennig wins.
37 for fucking Booty Cake.
Good thing Kurt Hennig had an almost 80 performance. All right, we're backstage. Chris Canyon's like, man, I'm really upset I didn't win last week. You know, I'm having such a hard time winning. You know, this is draft. It's a new change. I want to win. He looks at his manager, James Vandenberg, and James says, you know what? I've been meaning to tell you this for a while. All right? Maybe you need to pull something out of you that you haven't done in a while. Maybe you got to go to a darker place. Do you understand what I'm saying? And Canyon's like, no, I have no idea what you're saying. And James like, listen, have you ever thought about calling the other guy to help you win some matches? And Chris Canyon's like, are you talking about Mortis? And James is like, yeah. I'm talking about Mortis. You know, maybe, I mean, it couldn't hurt. And Canyon's like, listen, I don't need Mortis, all right? I can win on my own, all right? I'm Chris Canyon. I don't need help, all right? I can win on my own. And he walks away, and James is like, I mean, all right, suit yourself. So that's just that promo.
All right.
And we get ready for the tag team match between the Dudleys and the Hardys. The Hardys come out. They get jumped by the Dudley boys, and they get beaten down. And the Dudleys pick them both up and put them through tables. And then the match gets called off because the Hardys can't continue.
Ooh.
And in our second Money in the Bank on a pole qualifier, Lex Luger defeats Davey Boy after blatantly cheating. He hits him with a torture rack.
Torture rack.
So, good shit there. Should be a great time. All right. So after the match, Lex Luger and Sid Vicious get in the ring, and they're celebrating. And, you know, Lex Luger's like, we are the television champion! The total package, Sid Vicious and Lex Luger. And after Starrcade, not only are we going to be the television champion, but we're also going to be Mr. Money in the Bank. And then I'm going to cash in that Money in the Bank, and we are going to be the world champion and the television champion. We're the total package. We're going to run WCW because we're the best. And Jim Neidhart comes out, and he says, you know something, Luger, Vicious? I'm getting a vibe that these fans don't like you. And they're like, yeah, we don't. And he's like, but you know who they do like? They do like the Hart Foundation. And the huge pop. He's like, so you know what? I'm not booked to do anything tonight. Sid Vicious, you didn't wrestle. Lex Luger, you cheated, so you can't be that tired. Davey Boy, I know you can go. How about you two take on us right now? And Jim Neidhart, bullies, well, not bullies. He convinces them to agree to the match. And we have that right now.
All right.
And then about that good heat and decent wrestling, Sid Vicious and Lex Luger defeated the Davey Boy Smith and Jim Neidhart by blatantly cheating again. But yeah, so the heels go over against the hometown babyfaces, brother. And Davey Boy has that stomach infection. It's really going around.
Yeah, what the hell?
Man. That's so weird. Thanks, Harley Race. So we have our next match. It's Chris Kanyon versus Steven Regal, and then about that decent wrestling, a little heat. Regal defeats Kanyon with a Regal stretch. So Chris Kanyon can't win, brother, against Steven Regal.
Oh no, Eddie.
So we go back. Eddie Guerrero comes down to the ring. He's got the global championship, and he says, When they told me we were going out of the States to do this show, I told them it better damn well not be Japan. I'm not wrestling in Japan. And they said, no, Eddie, we would never send you to that rat hole place, Japan. And I said, all right, well, where are we going then? Are we going to the greatest country in the world? And they go, no, we're not going to Mexico. And I said, all right, well, where are we going then? And they told me we're going to Canada. And I immediately rolled my eyes and groaned because besides Japan, Canada's just about worse. I hate Canadians. I hate every single one of you. You're annoying. You want your free health care. Well, you know what? It's a good thing you guys have free health care because I'm challenging one Canadian wrestler who wants to step up against me? I know you're in the crowd. And you're going to use your free health care to nurse yourself back to health after Eddie Guerrero beats your ass. So who wants to be the man who challenges Eddie Guerrero? I'll even put the title on the line. So, our next segment. Eddie Guerrero, in an extremely short match, defeats Canadian local Tiger Ali Singh in 412 with a frog splash. Eddie Guerrero makes defense number 1 of the WCW Global title.
Not good for him. 18
what?
Out of 18.
Yeah, but Eddie got an 84.
Yeah.
We go to commercial and we come back, and about that decent wrestling, but not much heat. Billy Kidman and Six defeated Rey Mysterio and Ultimo Dragon when Kidman defeated Ultimo with a shooting star press after Low D interfered. What's Low D doing here?
What's
the low down with Low D?
I put it as cheating, so I guess
that didn't happen. He cheated. Low D was not there.
It's fucked up.
But yeah, distant tag team match. Nothing really much happening there. Billy Kidman beating Ultimo Dragon. Is that what's going to happen at Starrcade? I guess we'll have to find out.
That's funny.
Low D? Where'd Low D come from?
What are you doing here?
Alright, so our main event. Randy Savage taking on Kevin Nash. If Randy wins this, then he is going to the Money in the Bank on a pole match. And if he loses, then Kevin Nash is going. And an exceptional match. Randy Savage defeats Kevin Nash by submission after another run-in from Scott Hall. Oh, man. Kevin Nash has been screwed by Scott Hall twice now, and Kevin Nash screwed Scott Hall out of a chance to main event Starrcade for Thunder. So, man, even brands can't keep these two apart. We go to our next segment. Randy Savage goes, all right. Won Money in the Bank qualifying. Now I gotta win the match, and I'm coming for Sting, and I'm gonna beat him, and I'm gonna take my title back, and then I'll finally get the payback that I deserve. And Sting comes down to the ring. I let the lights go off, and the lights come back on, and Sting is behind Randy with a baseball bat, and he smokes Randy Savage in the back of the head with it, and just starts beating him down with a bat. And Goldberg runs out. And tries to make and he goes to spear Sting, but Sting rolls out of the ring, and Sting's like, absolutely not, no, fuck you. And he picks Randy Savage back up, and Randy, remembering that he got speared by Goldberg last week, so he just punches Goldberg right in the face. Goldberg's pissed, so Goldberg, starts fighting with Randy Savage, and they go back and forth, and eventually Goldberg spears Randy again, and Randy rolls out of the ring, and then Sting, because Goldberg's distracted, Sting hits him with a baseball bat, knocks him over the back of the head, then poses with the World Championship to close the show.
Got 100.
Got 100. You're damn right it did.
I saved you. Yeah, look at that.
And that got us a B plus 86.
Still not as good as Raw, but
my 100 promos is what did it for me.
But it's still pretty decent. Not as good as Raw, but pretty decent.
I gained back all the fans I lost last week.
And the week before that too. All right, that was
that was Nitro, brother.
What number was this?
That was 118, I think.
No, 119.
Oh man, stay tuned for episode 120 when we book Thunder.
Yeah. What will happen then?
What will happen then? Only time will tell.
Leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Let's get us to 250. And if we're already at 250, let's get it to 300.
Let's do it. Let's get it to 370.
Okay. Let's on 3, let's all sing the 3 count song. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Chad, come on. You ruined the spot.